It was yet another big year for capes, but which one reigned supreme? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 superheroes of 2017. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the world of superheroes to see which among them had the best year. We're taking into consideration comic book sales, pop culture presence, media attention, and, in the cases where these heroes made it into the big screen in 2017, their success at the box office. Number 10, Superman.
I'll take that as a yes.
Though Henry Cavill's Man of Steel may not inspire to quite the degree that Warner Brothers wish he did, Superman, as a figure, remains one of the most iconic heroes on planet Earth. Both in the universe created by DC for the big screen and in the real world we inhabit, he persists as a beacon of hope, the sort of hero that kids can look up to. Die-hard fans may not be wild about the DCEU, but the fact of the matter is, Superman's place in Justice League has helped him reach a whole new generation. And hey, it's not every year you come back from the dead, so that's gotta count for something, right?
You said you'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late.
Number 9, the Hulk.
I give you your incredible...
Sadly, due to the complicated issues relating to the rights of the character, Bruce Banner and his big, green, smashing machine of an alter ego may never get the solo film they deserve. But Thor Ragnarok is one hell of a consolation prize. Hulk's name might not have been in the title, but he got a cinematic outing the likes of which most characters would die for. During his time on the planet Sakaar, Hulk clearly came into his own, developing a personality only hinted at in past MCU films, and started delivering winning one-liners. With a little help from Taika Waititi, Hulk is bigger than ever, and fans are loving it.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water.
Well, kind of both like fire.
But Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smoldering fire.
Number 8, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I can tell you're less than thrilled.
Who would have thought that a character introduced in an animated series could go on to achieve such great success? Created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, Harley Quinn quickly outgrew Joker's shadow, and these days, she's a bona fide star. In 2017, after coming to the attention of the masses in 2016 via her big screen debut in Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn turned 25. In honor of her quarter-century of existence and her incredible popularity, DC made her central to their annual Batman Day. Add to that her starring role in the Batman and Harley Quinn animated film, multiple ongoing comics, and her own animated series in the works, and Harley Quinn is killing it.
I love this guy.
Number 7, Venom.
The suit! You gotta take it off!
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
This villain-turned-vigilante antihero has long been a fan favorite of Spider-Man fans the world over. Though Topher Grace's take on the character in Spider-Man 3 somewhat hurt his mainstream reputation, it takes more than that to keep this symbiote down. A decade after that misstep though, Venom is looming large, big as ever and poised to be even bigger. 2017 saw his solo film get greenlit, with none other than the excellent Tom Hardy in the starring role. Considering Venom number 150 was one of the top 15 best-selling comics of the year, with both Venomverse number 1 and Edge of Venomverse number 1 not far behind, it's safe to say that there will be an audience. Number 6, Batman.
Who has the coolest gadgets? Who has the tricked out ride? Who does the sickest backflips?
In the grand scheme of things, the Caped Crusader and the Man of Steel remain arguably two of the biggest heroes in the world, but in the year 2017, they took a bit of a backseat to a few others. Of course, this is still Batman we're talking about here, and even in a year full of ascending superhero stars, he maintains his position as one of the heaviest hitters. With 2 direct-to-video animated films, including Batman vs. Two-Face, which marked the final appearance of the late Adam West reprising his role, as well as a central role in Justice League and the phenomenal Lego Batman movie, and the success of his own comic and Dark Knight's Metal, the Caped Crusader still kicked butt.
I'm afraid my friendship with Mr. Wayne doesn't extend to charity functions. Good night, Mr. Dent.
Number 5, The Flash.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive.
The Scarlet Speedster is one of those characters that has been around for decades and that everyone knows, but few would call him their favorite. At least until now, thanks to Green Arrow, who paved the way for him on the CW. Barry Allen, as portrayed by Grant Gustin, has managed to make the Flash connect with the public like never before. 4 seasons in, and the Arrowverse version of the Flash is still going strong. But this year, Allen also made his big screen debut, not just as a member of the Justice League, but, thanks to Ezra Miller's performance, as the hilarious, quirky, and relatable comic relief. In 2017, The Flash sprinted to the front of the superhero class.
Oh, awesome! As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry.
It's your signal. That means we have to go now.
Yeah, that's what that means.
It's so cool.
Number 4, Spider-Man.
You're that Spider guy on YouTube, right? Call me Spider-Man! Okay, Spider-Man! Don't flip! Yeah!
Not bad.
Let's be honest, much like Batman and Superman, the web slinger never goes out of style. After decades of comic book success and beloved animated series, the early 2000s saw Spider-Man conquering the big screen. Even when Sony gave the character a subpar reboot, Peter Parker continued to stay relevant and hugely popular with a new animated show and an all-around pervasive pop culture presence. He's one of those characters you didn't think could possibly get bigger, and then Spider-Man Homecoming happened. With a fresh-faced Peter Parker in the form of Tom Holland and a place in the MCU, 2017 saw Spider-Man swinging to even greater heights.
So, is everyone okay?
This is your chance, Peter. Kiss her.
Thank you.
Number 3, Thor.
So much has happened since I last saw you. I lost my hammer, like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh.
Before the MCU, no one would have believed that a hammer-wielding superhero with long golden locks and a penchant for Shakespearean speech could make it on the big screen. And to be fair, Thor and Thor the Dark World did prove to be two of the more modest successes for Marvel and Disney at the box office. But in 2017, it's safe to say that Thor has finally arrived, and it's all thanks to director Taika Waititi and Ragnarok, the mythological Norse end of days. A hit with critics and a box office juggernaut, the third Thor film has catapulted Chris Hemsworth's God of Thunder way up the Marvel hierarchy.
What were you the god of again?
Number 2, Wolverine.
Guys, seriously, you don't want to do this.
2017 has been one hell of a year for the mutant with the adamantium claws. On the big screen, his longtime actor Hugh Jackman delivered a perfect final performance before hanging up his claws. Logan, an R-rated swan song for the X-Men, not only wowed audiences and critics, but borrowed from some of the very best Wolverine comic book arcs. While we said goodbye to him on the big screen, we got to say welcome back in the comics, which saw him return from the dead after he died in 2014. Suffice it to say, as far as Marvel comic book characters are concerned, 2017 belonged to Wolverine.
This is what it feels like.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I would be honored, yes, in the name of research. I think that could be pretty repulsive.
What do you know about my family?
I don't know anything.
Fair enough.
Arthur Curry, the Aquaman. It's on him.
Number 1, Wonder Woman. Though the DCEU has seen far more hardships than success, it certainly got one thing right: Diana Prince. For years, despite being a household name, Wonder Woman had been excluded from the big screen and has been relegated to 3rd place in DC Comics' Trinity. Not anymore. With the help of director Patty Jenkins, she kicked ass in her titular film. Then, she followed up within the same year with another appearance in Justice League, where she continued to stand out, even in a crowded film.
What did you do this weekend, Diana?
Me? Nothing very interesting.
In 2017, Wonder Woman claimed the crown as the most successful superhero, and quite frankly, it was long overdue.
What do you think?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You should be very proud.
Thank you very much.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.